Alright gamers, listen up. Diablo 4 is everything I love and hate about modern gaming. And thanks to Prima Interactive, I got to play my very first Diablo game. And so this is my review from a perspective of a first time player for the series. I actually really enjoyed my time in Sanctuary as a sorcerer, and leveling up my character to take down Lilith was a very compelling journey, as the game does everything right to make this RPG engaging to play from start to finish. But here's the thing, it has an obnoxious need to always be online, and that is its biggest downfall. But can its favourable qualities be enough to excuse this unnecessary need for internet connection? Well, stick around and find out. If you like what you see here, first of all, thank you, I'm flattered. But secondly, why don't you hit that like button, and if you aren't subscribed already, please do it, it would be an honor. Just like how it was an honor to receive a review code for Diablo 4. But please know that all my opinions of this game will not be filtered at all. This is my raw and uncensored opinion. So believe me when I say that I enjoyed Diablo 4 way more than I thought I would. The Dungeon Crawler series never really appealed to me due to its top-down view. It looked like it could never really immerse me in the game, and while it's not my favourite perspective now that I've played it, it's not actually as bad as I thought it would be. This is mainly thanks to the incredibly delightful gameplay, and while you get to choose different classes, I chose my go-to. Every time I play an RPG, I choose the Wizard class, or in this case, the Sorcerer class. Like most video games, the more enemies you slay, the more you earn skill points, and you use them to learn new spells or upgrading your favorites and building your character into a powerful and devastating force that makes demons shake in their rotten skin. The amount of abilities there is to learn is impressive, ranging from simple attacks that can be used at any time to the more complex spells that require mana, and managing that during the gameplay is where the challenge really comes in. Even though mostly you're just repeatedly spamming spells to thin out the hordes of enemies that come your way. You need to be constantly on the offense, otherwise you quickly die when you're overwhelmed. That's where the online nature of the game can screw you. Even though you are playing against computer controlled enemies, if your internet connection is delayed, your input into the game is also delayed, which resulted in a few deaths for me as the game spazzed out due to a poor internet connection. Why this game needs to be always connected to the internet is beyond me, since what you are fighting is computer controlled, and even if you had the perfect internet connection, which I don't by the way, that doesn't matter because sometimes the Diablo servers will freak out and will kill you too. That is especially not okay for some players who have lost their characters due to playing on hardcore mode, which is a mode where if you die, it's permanent death. This is needless frustration for casual gamers like myself, and it's anxiety inducing for hardcore gamers who will be in constant fear that their legendary run will be cut short because of a stupid internet reason. For me, a motive to push past the frustration of having to replay a certain part of the game because of a stupid server crash, and that motive is the campaign and the story. And I was pleasantly surprised at how good the main plot was. Blizzard are bloody wizards at animation, and the few cutscenes that you're treated to throughout the campaign drove me to wanting to complete my main goal of taking down the demon queen herself, Lilith, who is the mother and creator of this fictional world known as Sanctuary, which is a place built for all who are sick and tired of the never-ending war between heaven and hell. Now, I won't go into the game's lore much further than that, but the game's main campaign sees you traveling all around the map to gain allies and find a way to defeat Lilith. Talking about the map, look, it's nothing special if I have to be honest, and while there is a different biomes and the art direction's pretty great, it's by no means the best open world game. There is plenty to do in Sanctuary. Like most modern open world games, there is enough side quests and dungeons to grind to keep you busy for countless hours. I know that some people live for this grind so that their character can be the very best and their loot can be the very best, and so if that's your thing, this game will be perfect for you. I personally prefer more concise games that focus more on the quality than the quantity, but you know what, there's actually more quality in Diablo 4 that it kept me going. However, no matter what amazing loot I found in the game, nothing looked as amazing than what was featured in the microtransaction shop. And that is the reason why this game needs to always be online. It's so that they're always ready to sell you cosmetics in the microtransaction store. In a fully priced video game, that is not okay. Yes, there is a multiplayer side to the game where you can share the world with other players, which is so unnecessary if you ask me, but maybe what about playing with friends? Well, I played some of the game via couch co-op and it was not really a great experience, but I made a separate video about that, so go check that out. Overall, it really is a video game that represents so much of where the industry is at the moment. It's incredibly fun to play with all its engaging abilities to level up and unlock, but its bloated nature is designed to keep you playing for hours on end in hopes that you may spend even more money in its microtransaction shop. And if you can ignore the microtransactions, there is an exhilarating game for you to enjoy here for many hours. Just be prepared to lose some or all of your progression due to an internet hiccup. That's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
What have you done with him?
Away, demon. I deny you.
You have grown so frail. I can make you the hero you were.